Hello everybody, my name is NSeeks, and today I'm going to be giving you guys my newly thought series that will be a long series and a long journey for me. Gonna be a pretty tough series to keep doing because it's gonna be about I don't know 30 videos maybe. So that's gonna be pretty insane. But I'm gonna do it for you guys for this game. And don't worry, it's not going to be 30 straight videos of that. It will move on. But I want to get them. It involves like helping you guys for World War II, and World War II is about halfway over, I'd say. So I want to get them out like as recent as possible, so that way like you guys can improve on this game, and I'm not just using it to, make my channel look more COD-like. I want to actually help you guys. So the series is I'm going to go through each role on Hardpoint, most likely not SND or CTF, because roles are more prominent on a game mode like Hardpoint than it is SND or CTF. And, every role can be played in Hardpoint. Every role has its, its role. And I'm going to go through Hardpoint and explain like some tips of what you can do to get better and what you should be doing as this specific role. So I'm going to go do that through each map today. We are starting on St. Marie, and we're going to start the objective player. And we are going to go through every map as that role, and then switch over to the next role. Now, quickly, let's go over a rundown of what a objective player is. An objective player is a player that, not necessarily, I think he'll be the fourth slaying option. He will never be the first slaying option, in my opinion. If he is the first slaying option, and he's not an OBJ player. It's just, he's a slayer. He's a slayer because OBJs don't play to be the main slaying option. Or at least a good OBJ. A good OBJ usually has some of the best close range, like, gun skill. Like, an OBJ, like, may struggle in a gunfight like this, but may dominate in a gunfight like this. Because mostly hills and hardpoint are very close and very compact. And also, I think good OBJs should have the best, like, quick thinking on a team, and should be the quickest to, like, make a decision for themselves of what they should do in a situation. And I feel like that's why objective players are so good, like, in the hill, and why they are objective players. So, we're going to start off with St. Marie, like I said, and the first hill. So, as an OBJ player, I think you should make a play with your SMG player. The SMG player should go in first. Throw a nade at the other side of their bottom red, because more than likely, a lot of enemy players dive to this corner. You can hit them with a nade, or you can hit them while they're coming in and challenge this gunfight. Now, your SMG player should lay down right here, and your OBJ player should take the hits. Now, this is a very dangerous spot to wallbang this, because obviously if someone challenges you, you have to have quick reaction time to kill them. Which, in all honesty, that's an insane gunfight to try and win when you're wallbanging. Then you have to focus on that. And it's because you don't want your SMG player doing this, because more than likely your SMG player is the player that can get more like multi-man kills and be the player that can make the biggest difference in game. One OBG player, he's going to be the guy that does whatever he can for the team in the hill. Just because he's called an objective player doesn't mean he has to be only in the hill. He can do other things while with the objective, like baiting for his teammate, trying to get them weak, and then when he dies, if someone challenges him, the SMG player is already ready, gets the trade, could get an easy 2-piece, even a 3-piece. The amount of times I have done this with my objective player is insane. It's absolutely insane how many times I've done it, because it just works out. It just works out. Most of the time, my teammate gets him weak, get this trade, usually kills the guy on the stairs, and pre-fire to courtyard, then I run up here, because I am usually the SMG, like, Slayer type player on our team. And then once you get control, let's talk about this side. Now, if you're rushing from this side, I'd say the best thing you could do is just, you gotta dive in. I know this is very, very obvious someone's gonna come here, but I would even go as far as just laying prone down here if you can get up here, and try and pick at where are they. Like, maybe, like, get a little, like, peeking real quick at them, like, something like that. Like, peeking your body out real quick, try and bait them off, and then maybe wallbang, and quick kill like that. But honestly, on this side, you just gotta run in and get the cover as soon as possible, while hopefully your support player or AR player is looking down this long hallway. And then once you get control once you get control of hill, and they're spawning this side, I think the best thing is for OBJ to play on this heady, because it's the most protection for your objective player, while most players are going to be out and about trying to either get spawns or, get in the position for them to get streaks because they are the slayers. Being on this heady is it's obvious, but you can also do some creative things with it, like shoot through the wall and then go prone and then like kill like that. So that's a very creative way to do it. Now, if they're spawning this way, I would just say play near the stairs and just try and, to be in the hill, but, backed out, back in, back out, back in, so that way you don't die, but you're still getting points somewhat. And then, or just slave right here, but then again, it's more of an obvious spot, I'd say. I would recommend just going up and down the stairs, because even if they challenge, they're not gonna challenge like this. They're gonna challenge like this. Or not like that per se, but they're going to challenge longer than shorter, so you're going to have to jump on them while they're trying to shoot maybe someone right here or right here. Or you could come up to this position, except it's kind of risky because you are very far pushed up. Moving on to the next hill, which we call Barn. If you have control of this hill, and you're an objective player, I think you just need to play in a corner in this hill. You need to play in a corner in this hill and just play your life. You need to be that last guy to be in that gunfight. Because this hill, kind of, in my opinion, it's solely OBJ mesh. Like, an AR player isn't going to shine at this hill. He's just not. Playing in this corner, especially, peek around here. I kill a lot of people while they're coming in here, or, playing in this corner. Except I don't like playing here because you can get picked off from someone rushing up here. Just, check your back every once in a while, depending on what spawns you have. And this is just a very great, move that OBJs, I think, should do on this hill, is if they know someone's in that right corner contesting, jump across, jump across, like so, try and kill them like this, now get behind the box, and then play Ring Around the Rosie with the other player that's most likely in hill and try and kill him like that. This hill is very OBJ oriented, I think. Even playing a move like this while running into hill to trying to contest it, getting up here, trying to get an angle on the guy in there, he's gonna rush out, try and gun you. Maybe he thinks you're in the corner, but you're actually not. You're on this barrel overlooking, and you can jump and get the jump on him like that. Now, if you're pushing from this hill, from this side, I think you should just push from the front. Don't push from L. Let your SMG Slayer do that. Just throw your stuns in hill. Try and get your nade nestled in that little corner. I messed it up. But try and get your nade nestled in this little corner to try and get them with one shot as possible. And then try and, shoot. If you have... I don't have enough bullets, obviously, so I'm not... Well, yeah, I'm not going to do it because I don't want to waste my 6 bullets. But... obviously you're gonna have most of your ammo coming from here because you're mostly gonna spawn. Shoot through this wall, see if anybody's there. That might draw the attention of someone on this yellow barrel, because you could see that corner back there. So if you don't see anybody back there, you don't see anybody, you don't get any hit markers here, they're either in that corner or on this barrel. You might draw someone out, so get ready for that challenge and then push up. Try and do this thing maybe, or just challenge the gunfight head on. Now, if you're challenging from Shack, I think you and your SMG player should just run in from Tool, throw your stun into hill and nades or whatever you have, and just have, I would say your OBJ goes in first, hugs this left wall, and then your SMG player tries to kill him, and then once the engagement is done, obviously both of you push out, like so, because this is a very close range type hill, and SMGs will thrive on this hill. Moving on to the next hill, which is boxes. This hill is... I'm gonna get started with this segment first. This hill is... There's not really a way an OBJ should challenge this. He shouldn't challenge this less and cut more or flank more. There's not really an area he should challenge more. He should be quick thinking and understanding which one he should challenge, on the spot. Which one, would be best for him to challenge, oh, there's an AR here, I should probably push around, or try and bait for my AR player. It just comes down to if your OBJ player is going to be very quick thinking in that, and that's how they would challenge. It's more of a team-based hill than anything. But once you're in this hill, usually, I had in the other hills, you had your OBJ sitting in, corners and, stuff like that. You don't really have this on this hill. This is a very open corner. Obviously, you can be killed from multiple areas, and there's not really any other corner And if the hill usually cuts off about right here at that wall, so this corner would be amazing for OBJs, but it would just be too overpowered. So I would say have your OBJ on this box. This is where your OBJ should shine a lot, because it puts him in a power position. It puts him in the position to get the most kills and really try and get streaks here, I think. So if your OBJ can hold down his heady, hold down front, because most likely you're going to have a guy back stables holding down cut, or at least call out someone's pushing cut, so you can hold down front pretty well. You're going to obviously get naded, but then you should have your SMG player play back here, because in this hill, I feel your OBJ, this is where your OBJ like takes the hard like rushing, or not the hard rushing, but takes like the hard gunfights over the SMG player, just because of where the hill is positioned. So OBJs definitely, I think, should take over this box if they can. Obviously, don't like kick your sub slayer off of it if they're in a gunfight or something. But I think this is where your OBJ players should. I think this is where your OBJ players should position themselves, while the SMG players should probably position themselves back here, getting ready for multiple engagements on the flank, or getting ready for a sneak retake in hill as you see them pushing in, maybe put some pot shots in, and then help your teammate here. Moving on to the last hill. This hill is very difficult for objective players. This is probably one of the hardest hills in COD for an objective player, just because there is no cover, and most of this is long-range engagements. Now, thank goodness the PPSH is a very good gun at medium range and somewhat good at long range. This hill would be devastating for OBJ players, but I mean, even is still, the only true cover you have is this green corner for each side. Because if you stay on this side of green, you can still get seen, sort of, if they can push up, but then if you stay in the corner, they'll have to rush you entirely. So, as an OBJ player on this hill, I think the best bet is to just either have your teammates take control of middle and play like OBJ here. I see a lot of people do that, which is smart, but it's hard to take control of middle hill, or not middle, but middle or top red as a team. It's a hard thing to do. It's hard to keep control of. So as an OBJ player, I think the best way to attack this hill is you just need to try and you need to make sure you cannot be seen from that shack heady or that shack heady. So if you push yourself to about there, they can't see you from that box, and if you push yourself to about here, you're out of cover. So if we go to that corner over there, you are out of cover from them, like from you pushing. It has to be like the perfect angle though. So like right here is the perfect angle, and pre-aim mid-cut. Now, they can see you again once you peek there, but pre-aim mid-cut and jump. Jump there, challenge, see if he's in that little corner or that little corner, but you'll see that, obviously, right here. So pre-aim this, and then hide behind here while your teammates get in those gunfights. So as soon as your AR player on Stables Heady calls out that someone's rushing green, it's up to you as an OBJ player to determine, is he going to be pre-aiming this? Is he going to be ready? Is he rushing me? Should I challenge? Should I try and, just sit down away from my teammates to try and kill him? Or what should I do? That's something as an OBJ player you need to figure out of what kind of, OBJ player you want to play. And, how good is your skill as an OBJ player. I, more personally, like to, bait a player to, think I'm challenging him and then make him use his shots and then come around once he's either realizing I'm not coming or he's running out of ammo. I'd say this is the exact same way you should do it for this side, except there's no real way to push to the hill with getting full cover against either of the head glitches. So this is the hill where you could maybe pull out smokes as an OBJ player, but this side of the hill is where you really need to throw your nades. Throwing your nades on those stable head glitches, I would recommend challenging from this area, because you can get cover on that head glitch right there. With that little window you can cross. But with this, going this way, you have two angles on you and a mid-cut that you don't know if someone's going to be there or not. So, trying to throw your nade, push back that guy in the heady, and then dive across the green. Obviously, you're going to have to send people mid to help you with that, because obviously if someone's middle, you're going to immediately get killed. But as an OBJ player, you can't worry about that. You have to worry about it, but that's not your objective. Your objective is to get to hill and try and defend it with your team, or push it. So with like your play, this should be your plan. Push back that guy that stables heady, and just try and dive the hill as quick as possible, so before that guy regains his health or gets the guts to say, well, I could probably gun him still, and I probably have the best advantage to kill another person, maybe. So you just gotta make a decision, go in quick, get in the cover, and then again, in the same gunfight situation, you have to determine how you want to handle it, but that's all on the OBJ player at hand. I'm an OBJ player, like I said, that likes to bait out a person at shooting, or maybe try and make them challenge me first, and then challenge. I like doing that instead of just going in and challenging first. I like to try and bait them out. So that was the final hill for objective players on St. Marie. Now, I kind of went in depth a lot of SMG Slayers too, kind of, especially on that hill, and especially on Boxes Hill and Barn Hill, or even Middle Hill, just because they work so well together on this map. This is a map where your SMG players are going to be very valuable to you, and you need to definitely utilize that, especially as an OBJ player. This is one of the best maps for an OBJ player, just because of how the map is set up and what the hills look like. On the next map, it will be at Gibraltar. I will go over that map. I might talk more with anchors too. Like, with this series, I'm not gonna solely talk about an OBJ in like the OBJ section, because you also have to explain what your team needs to do and what the other roles have to do for you to be successful. Like, you can't just push in here, like I said, without your anchor or your AR Slayer challenging middle, with obviously the AR to take this gunfight or go top red. You need someone there. So I'm going to be explaining like what the other person should do, but not in depth. In this video, I went in depth of what you need to do, while I just explained what the other roles on your team should be doing to help you. I will be doing that for every role. I just want to state it there. So as I said, the next map for the OBJ role guide will be Gibraltar. So, thank you guys for watching. If you guys did enjoy, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I will see you guys in the next chapter.